I wanted to go over your math lesson for today. It is on solving equations, and it is lesson 143. So algebra has certain principles that we use to be able to solve equations quickly and easily. The addition principle is one of them, and the addition principle is whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So that's with addition or subtraction or anything to find out how they're equal. So usually you're given a letter that represents a number, and you're trying to figure out what that number is. So we are going to do a few examples. So an equation is a mathematical sentence, and so you're trying to figure out how to make the sentence true. So you have to show what the letter is equal to, and usually a letter represents a number. Any letter of the alphabet could be used. In your homework today, it's going to be N. A lot of times we see X. So any letter can be used. I am going to try to show my sheet of paper so we can work through some problems. Hopefully you can see. So X, we're going to solve for X in this problem. So our problem is X plus 1 is equal to 3. So we need to figure out what X is. But we know that they're both going to be equal, so we need to do the same thing on this side as we do to this side. So we're going to take away 1 so that we can get the letter all by itself. So we're going to take away 1 from here, and we end up finding that X is equal to 2, because 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now we can check it. So we need to put the X, the number we found, in its place. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, because that's what we started with. So we see now that it's correct, because 3 is equal to 3, according to what we found for X. So that matches. So whatever is done to one side of an equation, we also have to do to the other side of the equation. We have another example that is here. First I want to show you just with coins. So if we had 3 coins here, and we had 4 more coins here, and the only thing we knew about these coins is that they were equal to each other. Well, right now they're not equal, because there's 4 on this side and there's 3 on this side. Doesn't quite seem fair. So we need to figure out what number N stands for. So we're going to go ahead, and so there's 3 of them. We're going to take away 3, because we have to have the N by itself. N plus 3. So we're going to take away 3, and it's going to leave us by itself. And we're going to take away 3 from this side, because we got to do it to both sides, and it leaves us with 1. So N is equal to 1. So we have to go ahead and put it back in our equation now. 4. And we started with 4. Sorry, I didn't have the coins there. So we know it started with 4. That was the original problem. So 4 is equal to 4. So that's how we solve for N on that problem. So there's a bunch more. The other one that we're going to do is G minus 6 is equal to 18 divided by 2. So in this problem, hopefully you remember that we have to do the same thing to this side. So to get the letter by itself, we have to do the opposite of this. So we're going to add 6. We're going to add a 6 to there. So 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. So 9 plus 6 is equal to 15, and that's what G equals. So we're going to come up here and we're going to check it. We're going to put 15 minus 6 is equal to 18 divided by 2. And then we find that 9 is equal to 9. So those match up. So you get to learn some algebra today. You get to learn how to solve equations. I want you to do some practice on a Google Form sheet that will be uploaded to Fax. So do that first. It's just going to be on the computer just to make sure that you understand the concepts. And the big takeaway from this is do the same thing to each